A lot has happened recently with the 105-year-old Tata Steel. First, they had their 1-to-10 stock split, and recently Tata Sons announced that all its metal companies will be merging into Tata Steel. Today, we have a case study on Tata Steel, which was formerly also known as Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, TISCO. Tata Iron and Steel Company (TISCO) was founded by Jamshedji Nusarwanji Tata and established by Sir Dorabji Tata on 26 August 1907. TISCO started peg iron production in 1911 and began producing steel in 2012 as a branch of Jamshedji's Tata Group. The first steel ingot was manufactured on 16 February 1912. During the First World War, the company made rapid progress. In 1920, the Tata Iron and Steel Company also incorporated the Tin Plate Company of India Limited (TCIL) as a joint venture with then Burma Shell to manufacture tin plate. TCIL is now Tata Tin Plate and holds 70% market share in India. By 1939, it operated the largest plant in the British Empire. The company launched a major modernization and expansion program by 1951. Later, in 1958, the program was upgraded to 2 million metric tons per annum project. By 1970, the company employed around 40,000 people at Jamshedpur and a further 20,000 in the neighboring coal mines. As of November 2022, Tata Steel was the most profitable company in the entirety of the Tata Group. Many companies were nationalized before the 1990 Liberation Act. But did you know that the Indian government also tried nationalizing Tata Steel? That too 2 times, once in 1971 and the second in 1979. In 1971, Indira Gandhi regime tried to nationalize the company, but they failed. And again in 1979, Janata Party regime wanted to nationalize TISCO. Then Minister for Industries George Fernandes and the instigation of Biju Patnaik, Minister for Steel, threatened nationalization. But due to union protests, the move failed. In 1990, the company began to expand and establish its subsidiary Tata Inc. in New York. The company changed its name from TISCO to Tata Steel in 2005. Companies buy other companies to diversify into different industries or get a strong hold in the industries which the company is already in. Tata Steel has bought many companies to get a hold on the steel market. Here are the list of all of them. Natch Steel in 2004. Tata Steel agreed to acquire the steel making operations of the Singapore-based Natch Steel for $486.4 million in cash. Natch Steel had ended in 2003 with turnover of $1.4 billion and a profit before tax of $47 million. The steel business of Natch Steel would be run by the company through a wholly owned subsidiary called Natch Steel Asia Pte Ltd. The acquisition was completed on February 2005. At the time of acquisition, Natch Steel had a capacity of 2 million tons per annum of finished steel. Tata Steel acquired a majority stake in the Thailand-based steelmaker Millennium Steel for a total cost of $130 million. It paid $73 million to Siam Cement for 40% stake and offered to pay 1.13 baht per share for another 25% of the shares of other shareholders. Millennium Steel has now been renamed to Tata Steel Thailand and is headquartered in Bangkok. On 31st March 2013, it held approximately 68% shares in the acquired company. Tata Steel signed a deal with Anglo-Dutch company Chorus to buy 100% stake at 4.3 billion euros or $8.1 billion at 455 pence per share. On 19th November 2006, the Brazilian steel company CSN launched a counter-offer for Chorus at 475 pence per share, valuing it at 4.5 billion euros. On 11 December 2006, Tata preemptively upped its offer to 500 pence per share, which was within hours turned by CSN's offer of 515 pence per share, valuing the deal at 4.9 billion euros. The Chorus board promptly recommended both the revised offers to its shareholders. On 31st January 2007, Tata Steel won their bid for Chorus after offering 608 pence per share, valuing Chorus at 6.7 billion euros or $12 billion. In 2005, Chorus employed around 47,300 people worldwide, including 24,000 in the UK. At the time of acquisition, Chorus was 4 times larger than Tata Steel in terms of annual steel production. Chorus was the world's ninth largest producer of steel, whereas Tata Steel was at 56th position. The acquisition made by Tata Steel made it the world's fifth largest producer of steel at that time. Tau Rolls, which was formerly known as Tata Yodogawa Limited, is a metal fabrication and processing company headquartered in Jamshedpur. It was founded in 1968 as a joint venture between Tata Steel and the Japan-based Yodogawa Steels. In 2008, the company made the rights issue, which was subscribed for only about 50% of its total value, rupees 60 crores. Due to the undersubscription, the promoters acquired them. As a result, Tau Rolls became a Tata Steel subsidiary. Tata Steel, through its wholly owned Singapore subsidiary Nationalised Asia Pte Limited, acquired controlling stake in both rolling mill companies located in Vietnam, Structure Steel Engineering Pte Ltd and Venue Steel Limited. The enterprise value for the acquisition was $41 million. With this acquisition, Tata Steel got hold of two rolling mills, a 250,000 tons per year bar wire rod mill operated by SSE Steel Limited and a 180,000 tons per year reinforcing bar mill operated by Venue Steel. Tata Steel acquired Bhushan Steel in 2018. Tata Steel acquired the entire company in 2017-18 when insolvency proceedings were initiated against the former company on 26 July 2017 under IBC. Tata Steel emerged as the highest bidder and took over the company through its wholly owned subsidiary Bamnipal Steel Limited. The company was renamed as Tata Steel BSL. Later in 2021, Tata Steel amalgamated Bamnipal Steel Limited and Tata Steel BSL. Thereby, the latter become a direct subsidiary to Tata Steel, which holds 72.65% in the company. Tata Steel, through its wholly owned subsidiary Tata Steel Long Products, acquired a controlling stake in NINL for 12,100 crores, $1.5 billion. The bid by Tata Steel Long Products beats Jindal Steel and JSW Steel's try to acquire the Odisha-based NINL. Tata Steel is among the top steel producing companies in the world with an annual crude steel capacity of 34 million tons. It is one of the world's most geographically diverse steel producers with operations and commercial presence across the world. The group recorded a consolidated turnover of $19.7 billion in the financial year ending in 31st March 2020. It is the second largest steel company in India after SAIL, Steel Authority of India. Tata Steel, along with SAIL and Jindal Steel and Power Limited, are the only three Indian steel companies that have a captive iron ore mine, which give the three companies price advantages. Tata Steel operates in 26 countries with key operations in India, Netherlands and the United Kingdom and employs around 80,500 people. Its largest plant, having a capacity of 10 MTPA, is located in Jamshedpur. In 2007, Tata Steel was the seventh most valuable Indian brand according to Brand Finance. In July of 2019, Tata Steel Kalinganagar was included in the list of the World Economic Forum's Global Lighthouse Network. Currently, Kaushik Chatterjee, Mallika Srinivasan, Chandrasekharan Natarajan and 7 other members are associated as its directors. The Board of Directors of Tata Steel Limited, at its meeting held on May 3, 2022, had, in order to provide enhanced liquidity in the capital market through widening shareholder base and to make it more affordable for small investors, recommended the subdivision of the ordinary shares of face value 10 each into ordinary equity shares of face value Rs 1. The shareholders of Tata Steel Limited at the 115th annual general meeting of the company held on June 28, 2022 had approved the subdivision of the ordinary shares value of face Rs 10 to the face value 1. Tata Steel had fixed July 29 as the record date for the purpose of subdivision of shares. The ex-date for subdivision for the ordinary shares of the company was July 28, 2022. The new ordinary shares of the company of face value 1 each will start from the trading day from the ex-date.
Tata Steel gets set to merge its listed metal subsidiaries to simplify the holding structure.
In an attempt to consolidate its metal business to drive efficiencies and reduce costs, the Tata Group on Friday announced the merger of 7 of its metal companies into Tata Steel. The board of Tata Steel approved the amalgamation of 7 of its subsidiaries: Tata Steel Long Products, Tata Metallics, the Tin Plate Company of India, TRF, India Steel and Wire Products, Tata Steel Mining, and S&T Mining into it with their parent company, Tata Steel. The mega merger plan would require the approval of shareholders of all the 7 companies as well as those at Tata Steel, regulatory bodies and stock exchanges. Tata Steel was seen articulating the merger in their annual report. One of the advantages of this amalgamation coming in is that royalty would not be required, Amit Dixit of Edelweiss Securities said. Under the leadership of N. Chandrasekharan, the Tata Group has been trying to consolidate its business that share common synergies. Earlier this year, the group announced the merger of Tata Consumer and Tata Coffee. This week's report have said that Tata are now planning to consolidate airline companies, AirAsia India and Vistara under Air India brand by 2024. Reacting to the merger announcement, Tata stock still rallied 4.1% despite Sensex losing over 650 points early in morning hours. The stock of all the remaining 4 merger-bound listed companies were trading lower during the day. TSPL was the worst hit of the lot, and Tata Steel has planned capital expenditure of Rs 12,000 crores on its India and Europe operation. During the current financial year, the company's Chief Executive Officer TV Narendran said, the domestic steel major plans to invest 8,500 crore rupees in India and rupees 3,500 crores on the company's operations in Europe. Narendran, who is also the managing director of Tata Steel, told PTI in an interview. Tata Steel, through its wholly owned subsidiary Tata Long Steel Products, completed the acquisition of Odisha-based 1 million ton per annum steel mill NINL for a consideration amount of Rs 12,000 crores. Elaborating on the European business, he said it has been divided into Dutch business and the British business. Mr. Narendran also said that this allows us to run Tata Steel as one integrated company with 5 major sites, 3 in India, 2 in Europe. This brings greater focus on each of our operating sites. The European sites have been tasked with becoming self-sufficient. On Tata Steel's interest in acquiring state-owned Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited (RINL), he said the company did not have a dedicated large site to produce long products on its portfolio. However, the NINL acquisition has plugged this gap. On the duty-related measure taken by the government, Narendran said, I fully understand and appreciate the compulsions of the government in taking actions that they do not control inflation. However, in the medium to long term, we should actively be positioning India as one of the best places to produce steel in the world. What do you guys think about the past, present and the future plans of Tata Steel? What do you all think? Should investors like you and me buy Tata Steel as it's now cheaper in comparison? For those of you who think why invest in steel companies when you can invest in telecom and auto companies as they have a brighter future? Many of you would do say so. But remember, telecom towers are also made from steel, so are automotive bodies. Steel is the backbone of infrastructure and always will be.